I'm Wendy Amato. I'm the Chief Academic Officer at Learner's Edge. I'm joined by Marcee Harris. She's a professional learning specialist at the Learner's Edge. I wanted to invite us all to share a moment with Marcee. She's the course writer for a new course we have called Creating an Anti-Racist Classroom. Marcee, your course topic is really timely. It supports teachers who want to boost their handling of what can be a controversial topic. Tell me a little bit about what you'd like teachers to gain through their participation in your course.
Well, there certainly has been a lot of increased attention on the topic of race and equity, not only in our communities, but also in the realm of education. And so in developing this course, I really wanted teachers to have the language they needed to talk about these topics, not only with accuracy, but also with this sense of confidence. And I wanted them to practice exploring these ideas and reflecting a little bit on their own in the safety of the course so that they felt better prepared to take those conversations into their classroom.
I like that. You know, they don't always get to choose to take the conversations into the classroom either. Sometimes it just happens to the teacher. It's not always up to them. Sometimes the topic brings itself into the classroom space. And I think that's important to know that we want to be prepared in a responsive way as well.
Absolutely. I think race and racism is something that comes up a lot in our classrooms and in various content areas, I would say also in working with both older and younger students. And so I think it's really important that teachers establish a really positive classroom community and that they're equipped not only to respond when those things come up sort of organically, but also to be really proactive in how they're going to facilitate those conversations with their students to be anti-racist and to have sort of anti-racism goals.
Let's talk specifically about that term, because anti-racist, it's different than, it's a specific term. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. You know, I hear folks say all the time that I am not racist, and they really do, they do mean it. But it's just another thing to really come at that idea with a different set of language and phrases. To use the word anti-racist is really to identify and confront racism where you see it. One of my favorite quotes from—
Well, you can't be a bystander and call yourself anti-racist.
Absolutely not. You cannot be a bystander or sit silently on the side. You cannot support the status quo that often has a lot of racism embedded into our practices and systems in education. One of my favorite quotes from the course is from the author of So You Want to Talk About Race. And she says, I love this, the beauty of anti-racism is that you don't have to pretend to be free of racism to be anti-racist. It's really about having this commitment to fight it and to root it out wherever you see it. And that might even be in yourself.
Great quote. Marcee, as teachers look at a course like Creating an Anti-Racist Classroom, what do you want them to know?
Wow. I think it's really important for educators to know that it is their responsibility to take on this tough topic. It shouldn't just be relegated to those who are directly impacted or for those of a certain background. The issue of racism can't be solved with just a few folks working at it. So if you are a human in education, I think it is your responsibility. And I think this course, Creating an Anti-Racism Classroom, is for everyone.
It is valuable and it is for everyone. The course description indicates that there's going to be personal reflection, there's a historic element, and then there's instructional and curricular work. Can you tell me about the central resources for the course? That's a lot to explore.
Absolutely. There are a whole bunch of great readings, videos, even podcasts, if that's your thing. And what we've tried to do is pull together the most engaging, the most informative, the most relevant to education and educators. I mean, you've seen the list of resources.
Yes,
a lot of great stuff in there.
Excellent.
I think what I found in doing the research and pulling everything together was that there's just a really overwhelming amount of resources, especially in the last few months. And teachers are busy. They don't have time to go through everything. And so, we've done the heavy lifting for you. We've looked through all the things that are available online from some really reputable organizations. And we think the resources we pull together will help support your efforts in the classroom to create that anti-racist community. We cover topics like systemic racism, implicit bias. We also touch on how to facilitate tough conversations with all different age group of students. And we even get into some of the things about allyship and social justice.
It's really important, and the course to me looks perfect. I'm encouraging anyone who's watching us right now, look at the course, register, enjoy, incorporate this into the classroom that you're responsible for. Marcee Harris is the course writer for Creating an Anti-Racist Classroom. Marcee, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you all in class.
Thanks.